Hello there! Welcome back to another episode of Rule the Waves 2. I'm Katori87, and as you can see, we are in the middle of a major fleet action. Looks like the enemy convoy, which was our primary objective, has been scattered and heavily damaged. And right now, we are just lobbing shells into the middle of the enemy fleet. We've got battleships in various states of disrepair, transports sinking and burning all over the place. And a second wave of airstrikes is readying up right now. So we're hoping to get a little bit more damage on this next run than our current one, because that was not very effective. We did manage to sink one of their battleships very early on, since due to a poor spawn, two of their battleships mysteriously appeared right next to ours. One of them has mysteriously survived, despite the best that we can do, but we did knock out one of their battleships right at the very beginning. So there's that. In the meantime, we've been concentrating fire on their closest battleships, and I am trying to shift fire to knock out their Independence class battleship, battle cruiser, which is currently reporting heavy damage and reduced speed, which is good. Now we need to land a few more blows to properly finish it off. And that is up to the Iron Duke. I wish her luck. Let's see some damage. Okay, we are starting to see some good targeting of all the various ships around here. And the Royal Sovereign, which did have severe propulsion damage, is back in the fight. Or at least she's mobile again, so that's something. And it looks like our destroyers are finally starting to form up and go in. So let's turn these guys to the south, to the west. We'll see if we can cut the enemy off from retreat. Let's see. Is our strike ready yet? Not quite. How long do we have? 9 turns. Alright, well, let's keep up the pressure. Okay, Impassable is coming up from the south. We've got our guns on target. Let's open up the broadside, though. So turn to the west. Iron Duke also targeting the Georgia. Not what I was hoping for, but hey, every little bit counts. Okay, I'm seeing plenty of good hits on them. And there we go, first torpedo hit on the damaged Alabama. Oh, come on. Where were you? Here we go. Yeah, that Alabama is starting to show some damage. It's an older dreadnought, but hey, every little ship counts. Well, that's a fairly well-armed one. 13-inch guns. Probably very poor protection, though. And how on earth did they cram 5 aircraft onto that thing? Oh, they must have heavily sacrificed secondaries in order to do that. Okay. And I guess that sort of makes sense, given that dreadnoughts are all about the big guns. But I bet they're regretting that right now with the Royal Sovereign's secondary 4-inch and 6-inch guns wailing away on them. Alright, time to reverse course here and bring us back to the east, so we can keep our aircraft carrier covered. Alright, how much time left on that? Naval strike is ready, and the next group looks like they're recovered. We'll give them a little bit of a chance to properly fix up those 3 aircraft that were damaged, so we'll give them some time for that. But we do have a strike of 12 ready to go out, so I'm going to plop them down over this direction. And let us launch this. Oh, come on. Oh, helps if I check the box. There we go. Launch strike. Ready, flying, good. Alright, off you go. Do some damage this time, please. I think the battleships are still doing most of it. But every little bit counts. Alright, how's that Georgia doing? Yeah, she's in trouble. All main guns knocked out, on fire, reduced speed. That's what I like to see. Alright, we'll reverse course one more time. We'll turn the Impassable away from these ships so that she doesn't get too much trouble. And the Royal Sovereign can get back close to the fight again. In fact, we'll even point her straight in. There we go. A few torpedo hits on the Georgia. Which one? The close one. Aha! Good strike, Spitfire. Cherwell. And it looks like she's about to have her day wrecked even more. Ooh, that is a beautiful spread there. That should do some damage. It looks like Victor, Shark, and Laertes are going in as well, are going away, and they're also lobbing torpedoes at the Georgia. Not my choice, but hey, every little bit counts. Ooh, I just watched a bunch of torpedoes hit. Let's see, 1, 2. Only 2? I wonder if we have a few duds in there. Alright, Iron Duke, head west. How are you doing there, Impassable? Looks good. We'll bring the Royal Sovereign up to the north to try and finish off some of these remaining wrecks. And Maxton, do you have your planes off? 3 turns until it's launch time. And then we need you heading back east to stay within the fight. My torpedo planes are awesome, but they're not that awesome. Alright, I'm pretty sure that Georgia is out of the fight. And the Americans are retreating to the north. So let's head that way in pursuit. We'll just send all of these ships to the north and see what we find. Alright, how are you doing there, Iron Duke? Running low on AP shells again. I think that seems to be our biggest problem, is a lack of sufficient ammunition. That was actually something I forgot to change last time. I was supposed to set everyone to 100% AP. Whoops. Looks like the message from High Command never actually got out to the supply officers to load up for all AP. Alright, we're seeing some good hits on that Randolph. Good. I want this ship out of the fight for good. Let's see, what do we have over here? We still got an Oregon class, heavy damage 5 knots. Rhode Island, light damage. New Jersey class, medium. Vermont, and Vermont still milling around in this area. Alright, and what's up to the north? Those look like relatively lighter ships, maybe battle cruisers. Alright, I think it is time for us to close the noose. Oh, we got a Bonhomme Richard. Alright, I think I see our airstrike moving in. Looks like they've spotted their targets. Yeah, there they go. 12 torpedo bombers, and they're heading north. Let's see how our other strike is. They're not quite ready yet. Well, we gotta get them ready. Naval strike, 12 torpedo bombers, better than nothing. Ready up. Alright. Now that we've got some slower damaged ships to go after, they should be slightly more accurate. Alright. Do we want to start picking up survivors? Sure, why not? We've got a sufficient lead that we can afford to do so. Let's keep our distance from that destroyer. I don't like being too close to them. Alright, Impassable is targeting the Randolph. Is she out yet? Yeah, she's got no functional turrets left. Let's shift fire. We'll target that Bonhomme Richard class. Ammo 30%. Not quite enough there. How's Bat Div 16 doing? Also low on ammo. How's that Rhode Island doing? Oh, that's a fresh ship. Alright, Royal Sovereign. Ooh, you're on fire. Well, the pressure is on. Oh yeah, the pressure is definitely on, Royal Sovereign. You are not in good shape. Alright, time to ride to the rescue. And Maxton, you need to run away, because those American ships are headed our way. Turn away, Royal Sovereign. Turn away. Yep, Royal Sovereign has flotation damage. It's bad. Yeah, this is starting to get worse fast. I think the American ships are running low on AP, so they switched over to HE, and that's starting to set fires. We may actually end up losing a ship. And that is very much not good. Alright, Bonhomme Richard is down to 10 knots, but she's still in the fight. How's Impassable doing? Still got some AP ammunition left, so let's put it to good use. Are you guys going after the... Oh no, they're going after the battle cruiser. No! Alright, how long until our second group is ready? Okay, they're ready. Strike. Target. Right here. Well within sight. Got the group. Priority target battleships. Launch strike. Ready, flying. Alright, looks like they're on their way. It's going to be a very short flight. Alright, boys, get out there. Do your damage. Okay, we've blown up a destroyer, so that's something. At least we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I suspect Royal Sovereign's in trouble. Fires are spreading, flooding's getting worse. We're going to lose one of our Titans. That is unfortunate. Yep, there she goes. Yeah, she's getting hit by HE. That's the only thing that could cause that level of damage with fires. Alright, Impassable, are you going to fire at that battleship? Okay, so you've got 2 turrets on target. We'll take it. And you're firing HE. Why are you firing HE? That's not good. That Bonhomme Richard is re-engaging. How are you guys doing? Why are you targeting the Galveston? I'm seeing all sorts of silliness right now. And unfortunately, a large part of it is because I forgot to reassign that ammunition. Alright, 12 Westland Walrus are approaching enemy ships. They are, in fact... I didn't want to see the shark. I wanted to see those torpedo bombers. Alright, so they're going after enemy battleship. Okay. 1 hit, 2 hits. Awesome. That's the sort of thing that we need. Now is the perfect time. Ooh, Goldfinch is going after that Rhode Island with torpedoes. And that's some good looking shots. Alright, we got another batch of hits on the Vermont. Good. That'll start slowing them down and knocking stuff out. And another 4 going after a transport. I mean, hey, I'll take it. Rhode Island, Vermont, and transport. And the Royal Sovereign gets hit by something. Probably a torpedo. Alright, so Rhode Island, that was a naval quality, or a ship-launched torpedo. Yep. Vermont class. That was air-launched. That was probably a torpedo that missed something else. And then the merchant. Oh, that's a lost merchant, alright. Every little bit counts. Okay, and that Bonhomme Richard is re-engaging. Not liking that. Not liking that at all. Okay, so important lessons here. We need to load up all AP in order to keep the turrets in the fight longer, and we need more ammunition on each turret. These things do not have big enough magazines, and that is a mistake. So we'll have to keep that in mind for our next battleship design. How's the Impassable doing? Down by 2 turrets. That is both aft turrets knocked out. Alright, let's bring the Impassable down south. See if we can get some of these other ships in there. We go. We got somebody targeting the Bonhomme Richard, so that's good. What kind of ammunition do you have? Oh yeah, there we go. Sling that AP. Do that damage. I want the Bonhomme Richard out of the fight. Alright, Impassable is reporting low secondary ammunition. That's fine. Iron Duke is reporting low ammunition. Collingwood is low on ammunition. Royal Sovereign hit by another torpedo. Alright, now we're getting some good hits on that Bonhomme Richard. Alright, Randolph is dead. That's good. Bonhomme Richard starting to take damage, so that's good. And the Impassable, she can target something that her guns can actually point at. So let's shift that around. That seems like a good target. Or not. She's already on fire and probably sinking. Oh, there's not a lot left. At least not as far as ships in range. Okay, might as well try and sling shells at the Bonhomme Richard. Okay, in Maxton, I need you running north. Let's see, what are my planes doing? Looks like Kingston is trying to send out all the recon. So I don't care about that. We'll deselect those. And our next strike is taking off right now. Good. We need to get some damage going. Okay, do we want to pick up survivors? Yeah, we can do that. Knocking out a patrol boat. You know what? Yes to all. We'll just pick up all the survivors. we've got this battle pretty much won at this point. Aside from the loss of one Titan, that's pretty much decided. Alright, our next strike is heading out. Enemy capital ships are retreating to the south. How are we doing against that Bonhomme Richard? She's not moving fast, so that's a good sign, but she's still reporting light damage. Alright. Aft superimposed still has ammo. And they still have an Olympia class hanging around. How's the Cambrian doing? You're looking still alive and torpedo equipped. Plenty of torpedoes on your starboard side. Do you want to go kill a battle cruiser? Well, yes or no, you're getting tasked. Go finish off that Bonhomme Richard. Alright. Iron Duke, where are those battleships? Oh, they are in full chase mode. They're in full-on chase mode. Let's see if we can cut them off. Alright, we'll keep the Impassable around. Try and keep that Bonhomme Richard distracted. How are you guys doing? Already at squad max. How are you guys doing? Doing just fine. Running low on ammunition, but that's fine. No. Yep, don't care. Actually, you know what? Shouldn't be on support. Should be on core. There you go. That's how you do it. No idea how it got switched over to support. Royal Sovereign, yeah, she's taken multiple torpedo hits. She's down. What other do I have? Alrighty. Cambrian, you have one mission, and that is to introduce the Bonhomme Richard to the Cambrian explosion. Meanwhile, let's see if we can get the Vermont and Rhode Island and the other Vermont knocked down. So let's take those over. Hey, we finally sank 6 transports. Let's see if we can knock the enemy away from Port Depai. And the Maxton is off doing her thing. How's our strike capability? Okay, probably still in the process of recovering. Oh, still in the process of returning. They're not back yet. Well, as soon as you're back, let's load up more torpedoes and send you back out. Okay, we still got 46 minutes on that port broadside. Let's see if we can get the starboard broadside in then. Okay, Iron Duke, keep doing damage. Come on, Cambrian, we're almost there. Okay, Impassable can turn to pursue. Let's see if we can just hang out. There we go. Alright, strike is approaching. Alrighty, going after that Rhode Island. Perfect choice of targets there. Let's see if we can get a few hits. Nothing yet. Next wave, going after the Rhode Island. Still no hits. Third wave, going after the group here. I can't... Okay, they're going after the Vermonts. Good. That's the sort of thing I want to see. Alright, Iron Duke, you need to turn away from that Perry class or you're going to get torpedoed. Please don't get torpedoed. Alright, Cambrian, come on, run them down. I know you have the capability. Oh, and there it is. Alright, what's the damage here? Heavy flooding. Overall, not too bad. Alright. We're going to reduce speed to try and bring that under control. So that did not end up hitting our torpedo bulkhead. That did a fair amount of damage. Let's see, who are you targeting? Wow, there is no ammunition at all in that forward turret. Forward superimposed still has some, and we still have some secondary ammunition too. So that's something. Let's bring you back north. Try and regroup the fleet here. So hopefully we don't suffer any more significant losses. Let's see what are these destroyers doing. Alright. Unity still has some torpedoes. So let us form you up. Let's see if you guys can knock a pass on that Bonhomme Richard as well. I will see that Bonhomme Richard on the bottom if it costs me every single destroyer in my fleet. Alright, getting plenty of secondary hits on those battleships, and some 4-inchers as well. Let's see, do we have planes yet? Okay. Looks like we had one loss to landing accident, but it's repairable. Alright, next group. Yep, only 9 torpedoes remaining, but hey, I'll take it. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Alright, looks like they're ready. I hope so anyways. Quick double check. Yeah, there they go. 11 planes readying up. And that is the entire torpedo magazines of the carrier. Could wish for better accuracy, but all things considered, that's not bad. Looks like the Iron Duke is looting flooding. Rodney as well. What's up with the Rodney? Okay, limited. Good. Let's see, how are those Vermonts doing? Heavy damage, but still at speed. I don't like it. Don't like it. Looks like the Rhode Island is out. She is in serious damage there. All turrets knocked out, down to 5 knots. All she needs now is a fire, and we can call her dead. Alright. Impassable. I want you to chase down the Bonhomme Richard. Oh. Got an AI error. That's annoying. Okay, momentary pause to redirect forces. Yeah, we've wandered a fair bit away from those Vermonts. Let's turn them back in. Iron Duke, how are you doing? Okay, flooding under control. Good. Keep firing. And now, with those orders issued, we can turn our attention back to... Actually, hang on, where's Maxton going? Okay, overall good. We can turn our attention back to torpedoing the Bonhomme Richard. Let's see. Oh, looks like she's already launched 1 torpedo. I'm going to issue a hold fire order on that last shot. How are you doing? Doing good. Okay, looks like the Bonhomme Richard is on fire. There goes one torpedo. Oop, hold on, hold on. Get back here, you. Okay, Unity, turn north. Cambrian, do you have arc? We do. Let's pop one in that general direction and see what we can do, and then turn in. Oh, poor shot. Well, Bonhomme Richard is on fire, but she's not out of the fight yet. Let's open up those broadsides and see what kind of gunfire we can bring to bear, if we have anything left. Anything left at all? Let's use it. Alright, arc opened. Not the best shot, but I'll take it. And she immediately starts turning. There is no way that that is not detected. Why don't I get notifications when the enemy's launching torpedoes? Because clearly they know when I'm launching mine. On the bright side, she is severely slowed down now. There we go. Alright, let's use that last torpedo there. That's a 1. And you have arc. Out of arc for now. But not for long. There we go. Okay, with that set, we can put those back on AI control. And with those torpedoes off, we can, well, let's make sure we've got a hit first. 1, 2, okay. I think we can call that executed. Farewell, Bonhomme Richard. You were a good man, but you were not a good ship. Alrighty, let's see. What do we want to do here? We've got convoy trying to escape to the south. I don't like that. Let's see. What's this New Jersey doing? Don't like the looks of that. And there's still an Independence circling around in confusion. Alright, how are you guys doing on ammunition? Oh, very bad. We'll just turn north. How are you guys doing? You're also doing poorly on ammunition. How are you doing? Even worse on ammunition. Well then, we shall fire to the last gun. We shall fire to the last shell. And once we're out, we shall spit in their general direction. Ooh, there's a torpedo? And it missed. Oh well. Alas, the Royal Sovereign has sunk. She served her job well, but her fight is over. Well, we still have secondary ammunition, so let's get in there and do some damage with that. Looks like the Vermonts are forming up for another charge. Iron Duke is out of main ammo. Well, at least you still have secondaries, so we'll put that to good use. How's the Maxton doing? Alright. Time is afternoon. We'll send a strike in this general direction. We do technically have the range, so we shall launch it. We're out of torpedoes, so we're just going to have to load bombs. So we're going to select that to heavy, and we're going to ready up this last batch. Still targeting that general direction. Let's see what we find. Time to bring the Maxton back south. We'll bring the Impassable around as well. She's still got ammunition. She's still got secondaries. And that's all one can really ask for. Let's see if we can do a close pass in here. In fact, we'll just head right south. We'll parallel course and see if we can get those Vermonts. Oh, come on, Hercules. Turn yourself around. Squadron with the most ammunition left doesn't want to turn and fight. There goes the Collingwood's ammo. Olympia class blows up. Oh. And that was a 6-inch or a 4-inch hit. Man, the Americans are not having a good time right now. They've lost 2 ships to magazine explosions. 1 Perry and 1 Olympia. Alright, how's that Vermont doing? They are turning to run. No float planes right now. We do not need any more scouting. Alright, Impassable, bring yourself back down south. Let's see, do any of you have ammunition left? Rodney still has some, Revenge still has some. I suspect that most of that ammunition that Rodney still has is in the knocked out turret. Hercules, what are you doing? Line ahead. Full speed. Let's get you in the fight. Put you someplace useful. Oh, and now you're complaining about ammunition. Oh, it's because I took control of them. So now they report. Alright, that is a Vermont that is stopped. And that other Vermont is probably going to be out soon. Revenge is out of ammo. Okay, both of those ships are stopped. Let's get in there. Well, unfortunately, a few of these transports survived, but with the American fleet annihilated... Well, I can't quite call this annihilation. They do have some ships getting away. Oh, Rodney has guns knocked out. Both forward guns knocked out. Okay, so you don't have any targeting capability. So let's turn you guys around, and we'll let this other squadron chase. So we'll shift that focus to something useful, like the Independence. That's a good use of our ammunition. Adding more ships to the tally. I think both of those... Hang on. Is that Vermont running away again? Well, that's not fair. We had her stopped fair and square. Alright, how's our fire going there? Well, they're definitely firing at the Independence. I know that New Jersey is reported as having heavy damage, but I don't believe it. Much more likely to believe that Rhode Island has heavy damage. Let's see, how are your gun's actually pointing. I'm not sure you're pointing at the right targets. Alrighty, 11 Western Walrus are approaching the enemy ships. Good. Ooh, Rodney hit by a torpedo. How are you doing? Ooh, not good. Okay, I think we're going to have to detach you. Okay, detach. Manual control, reduce speed. We'll send you over this way. The other two can go chasing after that Vermont. And I will bet that torpedo came from the Vermont. Well, this is going to leave a lot of damage on our ships. Alright, first group is finally going in after the Rhode Island. Good. Let's see if we can get some good hits on her. She's already slowed down. One hit. Awesome. Next group is going after a transport. Not the most ideal thing, but hey, every torpedo hit counts. No hits. Looks like last group is going after that Vermont we're chasing. Alright guys, please get a hit. One. Alright, good. 2 torpedo hits out of 11 planes. That's pretty good. That's certainly better than odds than what the British faced against the Bismarck. Alright, so Rodney is properly detached. We'll get her out of there. How are we doing against that Vermont? Heavy damage, but she's still in the flight. Do I have any destroyers that still have torpedoes? No. 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 What about the Flora? You still got torpedoes. How would you like to kill a battleship? Well, like it or not, that's your mission. Alright, Hercules is out of main ammo. Alright, let's turn you around. It's time for us to start worrying about disengaging. Don't think we're going to be launching any more significant air raids. Yeah, that Vermont is slowed down. What happened to you, Impassable? Ooh. Shot by a 14-inch shell. You still have ammo left. Fire it off. Okay, Flora, we need to pay attention there. I want you finishing off that Vermont. Alright, left Vermont is on fire. That should put paid to it pretty quickly. Right one, a little bit more worried about it. Okay, looks like the main, or at least the surviving American ships are disengaging, so that's good. Don't have to worry about those too much anymore. And now it's up to the Flora to get a finishing blow on that last Vermont. She is crawling along, and we can't have that. Iron Duke, turn yourself around. I want you forming up on that Rodney. Alright, how are your torpedoes? Loaded. Good. Let's open up that arc and fire off a torpedo. Fire one. Then we'll turn you around, bring the other broadside to bear. And fire two. Did it on her own. Excellent initiative. And with that in mind, back to AI control. Okay, at this point, I think we can start. Let's see, status. Well, that's not what I wanted. I wanted status of this guy. Alright, withdraw that flotilla attack. Let's see, who else do we have? We got the coastal forces, not worried about that. Scout force, Bat Div 11, status. Withdraw flotilla attack order on that. Carrier force, does she have anything going on? Status, okay, she does not have a flotilla attack order. So we will issue the flotilla attack order with her destroyers, so we can get finishing blows on this. And there's a torpedo. Ooh, excuse me, there's a torpedo. I think that Vermont is finished. And we can start slowing down all of these ships. There's no more need to be running around at 20 knots. So we'll just drop our speed down to 6. That way everyone can keep up. Oh, there we go. Impassable has finally fired off her last few rounds. Alright, you can slow down as well. There we go. It looks like the vast majority of ships are starting to reassemble. And perfect timing, here comes the sunset. That should disengage us from this fight. Alright, destroyer's going for torpedoes. Good job. That's another hit on the Vermont. Okay, and we can withdraw that flotilla attack order as well. Recall the fleet. Leash the destroyers. Bring them back home. Alright, let's start bringing all of our forces. We'll just point them generally east and worry about specific details later. Alright, all major formations turning. And there's our sunset. And that should be the end. Alrighty, that was a heck of a battle. Pretty sure the American fleet is almost entirely gone now. I saw a few survivors limping away, but there's not much left. And no opposing ships are inside of each other. Scenario length reached. The scenario is over. Let's see. Alright, so we did lose one of our largest, most modern battleships, so that is unfortunate. But sacrifices must be made, and we have decisively proven the superiority of big guns and heavy armor. American fleet has lost 6 battleships and 3 battle cruisers. Let's see what they all have surviving. And even our air forces were relatively active. They did score a remarkable number of hits. So let's take a look at those details first. Alright, so we had basically nothing out of our naval air stations because nothing was in range, so that totally makes sense. We've got 2 squadrons, 2 major squadrons. We've got the 2180 squadron right here, 14 planes surviving and 6 hits from torpedoes. And then we have the 2113 squadron, which scored 1 hit. That's pretty impressive. That is very, very good. Alright, and then let's take a look at the ship details. Alright, Royal Sovereign took A hell of a pounding. Only scored 9 hits. Not the best hit percent. She still had most of her ammo left on board. So I am not happy with that. She did not get a chance to really burn stuff out. She got knocked out early. Let's take a look at the damage. Yeah, she still had most of her ammo on board. Alright, log entries. Yep. Not a lucky ship. Float plane launch delayed by mechanical fault at the beginning. Scored 1 hit, scored 2 hits. Near miss from the New York at 20,000 yards. 14-inch hit at 21,000 yards. 14-inch hit, 24,000 yards. The Americans had some good gunnery there. Very long-range hits. And then she wandered too close and immediately got hammered. Yeah, 6,500 yards is a little bit close. That's bad. That's very bad. Turret hit, knocked out. Belt extended, caused a lot of flooding. Secondary battery hit. And then this is the real clincher right here. Engine room hit, belt penetration, engine room disabled. That shut down her chance of escaping. If she'd been able to keep going, she would have been able to escape, or at least open up the range and survive. But without propulsion, it was over. She just got hammered. Yeah, taking hits from 12-inch guns as well. Fire control damaged. Conning tower hit. That cut down a lot of her crew quality. There's no central directions there. And, yeah, it just kept on going. We were able to open the range a little bit, but nowhere near enough. Okay, fire spreads. Where did the fire come from? Because I haven't seen any reports about fires. There's rudder damage. I don't see any reports of fire aside from fire spreads level 2. Well, that's weird. And once the fire spread, that got bad fast. And then it was over from there. Well, fare thee well, Royal Sovereign. You served well, but your fight is over. Alright, let's take a look at some of these American ships. So, Bonhomme Richard, 27 heavy hits, 22 medium, and 2 torpedoes. Let's see what kind of reports we had here. So, not a whole lot. We got some 16-inch hits at 12,000 yards. A little bit close there. Get a whole bunch of 15-inch hits from the Goliath. Good shooting there. And the Hercules, too. So we got some good fighting right in this particular time frame. That was fast, did a lot of damage. But she was able to disengage and get a lot of her equipment back in action. So yeah, it goes to show you, if you can maintain the pressure on ships, they don't have a chance to recover, so systems get bad very quickly. She did have a lot of flooding, though, so that was causing a lot of problems there. High speed, yeah, she was running way too fast. Should have been trying to disengage and reduce speed. So I think she ran herself under until her speed got reduced. Oh, hang on. This is when we actually started charging in for a finishing action. Yeah, so we kept on chasing her, so she had to keep on trying to run at speed. And then we close in, we got the torpedo damage. Few hits from the impassable, although I don't think that contributed a whole lot. At least it knocked out some of the turrets. And then torpedo hits, and she's done. Alright. Then the Randolph, we got hurt too. Wow. There's a remarkable number of hits from these American ships. I do not like that. That is entirely too many hits from the American ships. 16 hits, 14 hits. The Montana scored 41? Wow. What was she? Oh, 14-inch hits. 14-inch, and she still had most of her guns in operation. So she fired off almost all of her ammunition. This must have been one of the last few things. I would... evading air attack, so she probably got some torpedo hits. Yeah. Torpedo hit from the Walrus. Not seeing any other torpedo hits. Oh, here we go. Air attack, torpedo critical hit, knocked out engines, disabled rudder. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that was it. And then we closed in for finishing blows. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Let's see. What about the Randolph? How did she do? Nothing too specific in there. Yeah, getting some good hits from the Iron Duke. Oh man, desperate enough to start slinging high explosive. Definitely going to have to fix that. Saltwater and feed tanks. There's our proper speed reduction. She was already on fire at this point, but she was still at speed. There we go. More high explosive. Spreading the fire. I wonder if that was burning out of control or if that was just due to the flooding. Probably due to the flooding. Alright, anything else in here? Oh, the Oregon didn't take any torpedo hits, nor did the Constellation. Let's see, how did these do? Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, first generation dreadnoughts are not designed to fend off 16-inch shell hits. Same thing with the Constellation. That's barely even a battle cruiser. That's just a fast pre-dread. Yeah. 10 heavy hits. Game over. Ooh. Electric power disabled. And saltwater in the feed tanks. Bulkhead ruptures. Oh, she had a bad day. She had a real bad day. Old ships just cannot stand up to that level of fire. And we do have a whole bunch of survivors picked up. So that's good. Destroyer Christopher picked up 270. Destroyer Lurcher picked up 288. Wow. It's interesting that just having 2 merchants surviving was more points than the sinking 6 transports. It goes to show you how important it is to knock out all the transports. But even with all those transports had survived, the amount of fleet damage was chump change. Fleet damage and damage on the ships was far more than what they would have gotten by getting the convoy through. So, outstanding victory. Slightly long episode there, but I wanted to see this through to the end. Alright. End scenario. Major victory, 2 prestige. And we'll call that the Battle of Windward Passage. Ooh, looks like things are not going well for the USA. Widespread demonstrations and serious disturbances are reported. Ha ha! The elite 2180 squadron has put no less than 12 torpedoes into enemy ships. What an excellent group! I am very pleased with their performance. Medals for you all. Our scientists have made unexpected advances in machinery development. What do we got? Ooh, double reduction gears. 1% weight savings on machinery. Unexpected advances in torpedo technology. Improved wet heater engine, longer range, faster speed torpedoes. Good. Oh my god. Improved 17-inch guns, quality 1. Oh my god. Alright, we got some building we gotta do. Enemy fleets dominate the seas around Newfoundland, lose 80 victory points. Newfoundland. Huh. Well, we'll worry about that next time. Trade disruptions from radar and submarine sinkings. What submarine sinkings? We're not sinking anything with submarines. It's an ungentlemanly way of conducting warfare. But it's certainly causing hardship and food shortages in the USA. Outstanding. And we will call the episode to a close there. Until next time, Kotori87, signing off.